Bark at me, you dog!
I mean, I am crazy, right? That's Petro 2, by the way. You wanted a cat shelf? Just judging chat. My familiar scaring the hose. Yeah, this is exactly it. My follower count is capped on X because I scare the hose too much. That's what Kira thinks. It's probably true. Petro 2 is her, yeah. Oh, we got movement. No, this is I switched it on early because Petro just moved, but they love Kitten Beach. They love the Kitten Beach streams. For obvious reasons. Yeah, she's a unit, yeah. Alright, okay, so... Good morning, everyone, good morning. That one is, yeah. I know, yeah, my hands are gonna swell up now, but alright, so I'll try and keep to this side maybe, because I know you're more interested in the cat. And do you want us to leave it on the full screen while I play? Because that's an option now, apparently. Ugh, second cup of tea, it's a long day, Wicked Wednesday, lot to do. You can see the game in the glasses. Yeah, okay, yeah, we do it that way. You want to know how I got into 90s hip hop? I had a great mentor at university called Ewan Huzami, and this Scottish guy, and he was really up in turntablism at that time in the kind of late 90s, and he introduced me to lots of really great trip hop. An American trip hop as well was his main thing, but he also worked for a magazine and interviewed Dr. Dre and interviewed Wu-Tang Clan, yeah, as well. So this was the same guy who studied under the Dalai Lama. He's quite a character. But yeah, just duck down outside, yeah. He's gonna go for the monkey. Got his eyes on that monkey. Don't show the gameplay and just provide woke commentary. Please, we only want woke streams or you will leave. Try again. You got a playlist for me, alright. No, see, this was a serious figure, real figure. Legendary figure, some might say. This is just the dregs of a Koffler. I need to go out and reload in the break today before Crusader Kings. Anyway, so hello everyone. Welcome to Kitten Beach Extra Democracy, where we're trying to play Tropico 6 together using Augusto Boalian techniques, Boalian theatre theory, interactive theatre. Please stay on the right. No, this is better, isn't it? That's better, right? That's maybe it, actually. I dress as a pink cat and discuss psychology. It doesn't get much more woke than this. Thank you, Snazzle Shakes. We're trying. Yeah, I can get more woke. Alright, we'll see. Je me suis trompé du prénom, je t'aime, Jade. Furige. Furire. I'm not quite sure what that meant. I am something with the first name. I love Jade. There you go. Anyway, so let's just recap quickly because we've got a long time today. We can get through quite a lot. Maybe finish season 2. I don't know. I don't know where it's going to go. We finish when it's completely screwed and we don't want to go back a generation. We're on chapter 2 of the future. Hey, Wick and Vale, the best friend in the universe, according to Crusader Kings 3. And I saw Cheshire as well, who had a different experience of Crusader Kings. I think I had to arrest It's a Cheshire. Anyway, so back to Kitten Beach. We've got a lot of money in the kitty. I think I'm ready to hand over to just pure extra democracy today. So there won't be a presidential period. I won't be railroading anything. I think we've got a good setup and you can kind of now tweak it. But just remember, we need to keep as many people happy as possible with the digital democracy approach. We are not... You look like you fly helicopters for tourists. Yeah, or work for the CIA. It's a fine line. And that CIA mention there, CAT Intelligence Agency, by the way, not to be confused with the Central Intelligence Agency, is kind of I want to do a little bit of a history lesson here. I think it's relevant for today. It's only a few minutes, but I just want to give you a kind of like farewell address. I'll still be a kind of like head of the state, so to speak, so I can assume dictatorial powers if it's necessary. But hopefully we can just do everything with pure democracy now. So I'd just like to listen to President Eisenhower's leaving address, because this is a political stream. We are kind of liberal, green, kind of woke focus here, and we need to try to make the island into the actual place we want to live with now by working with or against the forces that we've already set up. Okay, so I'm just gonna switch the music off on the game for a moment. I just want to listen to, or maybe we can mix it. I don't know. We try and mix it. We'll try and underscore Eisenhower with Latin jazz. Okay, I can't quite tell the sounds because I've got these headphones on, and they're not plugged in. So I'm just going to take these off for a moment while we listen. I don't know if you know this speech. If you don't know this speech, it's worth listening to. It's very short. It's kind of like Oppenheimer's speech, if you know that. So let's see if this works.
A vital element in keeping the peace is our military establishment. Our arms must be mighty, ready for instant action, so that no potential aggressor may be tempted to risk his own destruction. Our military organization today bears little relation to that known of any of my predecessors in peacetime, or indeed by the fighting men of World War II or Korea. Until the latest of our world conflicts, the United States had no armaments industry. American makers of plowshares could, with time and as required, make swords as well. But we can no longer risk emergency improvisation of national defense.
This is all very reasonable.
We have been compelled to create a permanent armaments industry of vast proportions. Added to this, 3.5 million men and women are directly engaged in the defense establishment. We annually spend on military security alone more than the net income of all United States corporations. Now, this conjunction of an immense military establishment and a large arms industry is new in the American experience. The total influence, economic, political, even spiritual, is felt in every city, every state house, every office of the federal government. We recognize the imperative need for this development, yet we must not fail to comprehend its grave implications. Our toil, resources, and livelihood are all involved. So is the very structure of our society. In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex. The potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power exists and will persist. We must never let the weight of this combination endanger our liberties or democratic processes. We should take nothing for granted. Only an alert and knowledgeable citizenry can compel the proper meshing of the huge industrial and military machinery of defense with our peaceful methods and goals, so that security and liberty may prosper together.
There you go, gang. So, I mean, I feel like that's kind of relevant to think about as where we are in the world at the moment, on the brink of World War III. I didn't check the news this morning, but yeah. So how that affects us on the island, because the island we've created is a bit of a model of our world, right? Biggie or Tupac? Tupac. But I do have a very special place for Notorious B.I.G. Petro sleeping on the chaperone. God bless. Yeah, so anyway, focus in for a minute. How this affects us is that we are spending a great deal of money on the military in the game. In order to get a grip on the rebels in the island, we have created a military-industrial complex on the island, Mumplex, as we used to call it back in the day. Esther and Monster are in charge of the military-industrial complex. Not only do we have a massive military-industrial complex, but we also have a giant offshore oil industry, and we manufacture cars. So I don't know where that leaves us in what the environmentalist movement want for the Kitten Beach future, if you're following me. So I just wanted to put that out there. Maybe it's time to dial down the weapons industry. I know that's a radical suggestion, but I just wanted to put that out there. Because exactly what Eisenhower says, it becomes... You can't not go to war because you make missiles, right? So you've got to have wars. Defense, is a tricky phrase, and that's why I thought that's a very reasonable, brilliant speech by Eisenhower there, because he's talking about the necessity of having this kind of industry in order to defend yourself. But the problem is, when you get this massive industry, it starts having political influence, which we're seeing, right? I think that's pretty much on the morning news. Hey, Mikazai, thank you for being here. But the aircraft carriers, yeah, I know. I think we need to keep the aircraft carriers. But this is the thing, like Jean-Paul Marat says this in the French Revolution, in the play about it, like one man wants to keep this, the other guy wants to keep this, the other guy keeps his armies, the other guy keeps his factories, and then another man keeps his king, right? And they've not moved anywhere. The revolution has not moved anywhere. So in the first round of Kitten Beach, season 1, we tried it with domes. We tried to reduce the population to 420. At the moment, we've got 4 times that number of people. Our island is completely overloaded with people. And the influence creates enemies. You've just got to outgun them all. Militant totalitarianism for Tropico 2026. Well, that's the alternative argument. And you're, as a role-playing, you're keen to, you want to make that. Or maybe you believe that for true. I don't know. But... and then there's the Conservatives as well. And the Conservatives brought down the regime last time and ended the revolution by causing a series of recall elections. Bit like Trump, it was kind of like that election was fake, that didn't that wasn't real, blah, 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 blah. That's how the Conservatives did it last time. So we need to be mindful of that. But we're in a much better place. And but we do need the economy. And from the oil, right, not only do we get cars, but we also get, well, we don't make the cars, we can drive the cars, but we also get drugs, right? The pharmaceutical industry is dependent upon oils because it gives all sorts of organic molecules for them to start playing with. So are we the bad guys? Right, well, this is the question, okay? So, but I'm not gonna interfere. I'd just like to remind you of the premise of the game, right? Was to create a kind of broken world and try to fix it. So you kind of have to agree on what that looks like, what the finished island looks like. We can declare victory at any point. But I don't know if our utopia would include a massive oil industry and weapons industry. So although people are role playing here, we were trying to kind of like take some kind of attempt utopian comedy here, all right? So I'm gonna turn it over to you now. I'm not gonna interfere too much. If it derails, it derails. We'll go round the island, and I don't know if we had time last time, but I think Sleepy Joe and Michael Cat get some free setup. So they get some houses and some basic stuff for free on their zones, and then we will go for. You want for it to drown and become part of ocean's ecosystem for turtles to thrive. We're not bad guys, more like slay divas. Roleplay out, Tropico right now is extremely depressing, and I hate how real it's getting in character. Though praise terror. Yeah, exactly, Esther. That's cool. That's cool. I'm with you. But then the utopia is negotiated with the defence establishment or not. But not only do we have a massive weapons industry, we also have an army, a massive army, because the rebels. So there are ways we can get a grip on the rebels. Again, I'm handing that over to you now. I'll just be like, you know, President Pavel kind of, you know, like just kind of like a reason. The power is in the parliament. Let's try this until it spirals. And then we can always go back if we want, or we can leave that as the end of season 2. It's up to you. Eat the rich, eat the poor president. I'm just like a figurehead. I'm basically like a wax work. All right, let's get into it. Alright, my chat's still at a bit of a funny angle, so it means, and I need to read chat a lot today, so it means I'm going to be a bit of a funny angle. I'm still kind of completing my setup in here. The chat is still on a kind of cat tower. Alright gang, alright, let's see it. Maybe it's better if I read it like this actually. Yeah, but that's a different angle. Taking a selfie with the new cool wax El Presidente statue, yeah. If you guys vote for me and Sny, we give you all the snakes. You're not allowed to see them, but they are there. We have our leaders for today, so we won't have any votes today, but if we go to another round, then it will be another set of votes next time. It's going to be an Airstream, yeah, I hope cleaned them. No, it's not. Some games, you know, I look at a game and then I make... Oh, okay, alright. Defend myself. So, here's the situation on the island. We tidied everything up pretty much last time. And we've created quite a lot of space. We've got loads... This is fueling these 2 chocolate factories. Which is still, for some reason... Okay, well these chocolate factories are hungry, and we've got like a shanty town by it with a clinic and a pub and a military barracks. That's a bit grim, but that's fueling that. Then there's, how are these guys doing? Yeah, we're running low on milk. We kind of reduced the number of the creamers, So we've halved the creaming workforce because we're running out of milk, effectively. So if you want to start re-creaming, we're going to need more milk. And that means we're going to need more industrial livestock farming. There's a fast food joint. This is at the English-speaking cats area now. It's just where I've landed. Shantytown, little bit of a nice district, and then like quite busy bookmakers, printing houses. Sorry, not people who gamble. Fire station, movie theatre, 3 banks. Maybe give these guys a little raise. Cheeky raise on my way out. Cigar factories. Oh wait, these guys need paying more. Okay, right, they're getting paid a lot more. Okay, so the tobacco's coming in. No one's going to the strip club. That should probably be shut down or reinvented. Cuba, who? Honestly, if we had a prison, a museum. We have it a bit now. Too busy at the Bee musical. The creaming industry is in shambles. Anyway, that's that zone. Then we've got Bublina here as MCAT. We had to kind of put Bublina on lockdown a bit because the rebels were all coming from here. So we've got Bublina working in like this kind of like greenhouse zone. It's ringed by like automated gun turrets and 2 army barracks, 2 arc tanks. But the crustacean sensation industry is here, although it looks like it's not getting enough juice. This nice little patch up here, this whole bit is Michael Cat. All the way down to there. And Sleepy Joe is here, will be, and the oil industry. That's the Conservatives. Then Better Kitten's realm is here. This is nice and compact now. It's probably pretty efficient. One problem was whether people were living in tree houses, so are they? Yeah, the tree houses are still populated. That's pretty nice. They're on a high budget as well, so they're pretty cool. Boats are all working nice. Right, that's all good. There's the aircraft carrier. That keeps the peace there. Then we get Bin Cat's world. Is Detvy still Bin Cat? Valerie is still Better Kitten, right? Look, don't politicise the domes yet. We're not there. We're not there yet, Kira. The entertainment buildings may be far away from... We can move things around. We can move things around. If this is slow, it's slow. Let's stick another person in the furniture factory. Okay, we're on cheap fashion. This is fast fashion at the moment. We need combined leather and cloth. We moved the leather industry over here, but that's a bit. Sorry, a fly just went on my nose. That's a bit weak. We started reforesting this as well, which we can do. That can be completely thick with forest and honey, as you wish. Then, this is an extension of Hans' realm, which is the industrialist, or are you the English-speaking cat again? Fast fashion is but no, it's not good for the environment. I know it's not good for the environment. Kitten Beach is the jack of all trades and master of none. You're right, Dr. Moomin, but that's because we approached it with these factions, so we needed like 8 cities, basically. 40 is Petro Cat, alright. So 40's realm now is basically nuclear power. It requires oil for the genuine generics pharmaceutical industry. The steel and rubber we have for the cars. What is that? That's the nuclear power plant. And then there's some jewelry going on there as well. Ostensibly, that's quite nice, I think, in the zone there. It's quite nice. We can maybe even move the other nuclear power plant there. if we wind down some of these industries, maybe. That's up to you. There's a mini extension out here, which is... Oh, shit, that's great. Oh, Ham, that was a brilliant idea. That was your... Yeah, your English-speaking cat, but this was your idea, wasn't it? Look at that. It's full. It's full. We should get some more prison guards in. Maybe even build another prison. That's nice though, because I really want to catch the rebels if possible, but I'm not going to force you to, but I think it would be sensible. This is a research lab, and then there's a little bus down to an unused fun fair. That's a bit of a boondoggle, so I'm going to close that down until we figure that out. And then finally, there's Esther's realm, which is the defense industry. So it's steel, which we need for the cars. But then I would argue that this maybe is not what we want, but it's up to you. They make a lot of money off guns. Not gonna lie, lots of money off guns. Let's just check the residents out here. Yeah, the towers are full. The mines are still working, so that's it basically. And then there's these embassies, which we could move up to Sleepy Joe or to Michael Cat. And then this is kind of like a patchwork of little farms because we need cattle. And that's it, all right? So we're gonna go over to you guys now. Give you English-speaking cat propaganda as a thank you. I'll think about that. Carefully move the industry elsewhere to make it more friendly. I always liked Bin Cat anyway, he was my favourite. Okay, there's some political manoeuvrings going on. The only other thing I would say is today kind of leans towards chaos and hijinks or towards getting a grip. If you want to get a grip on this and make it work, we're good at the moment, but you're going to need to make good decisions. But there's also an opportunity for really fun hijinks, so I'll leave it up to you. Let's start. We're going to divide the island in half. This one half. Okay, so we're just going to pick from these guys first. We're going to start with Sleepy Joe. Now, who got voted Sleepy Joe? Are they here today? If not, we'll move on. Okay, Sni, great. So, the only thing you have in your realm at the moment is this, which is the nickel mine for the weapons industry. Alright? If we move that, that shuts down the weapons industry, basically. There's a bit of nickel up here still, I think. So you've got a long Golden Beach, and you've got your offshore oil here. This goes to you. And the other thing that you should know is that island has also got oil deposits on it. So, you can tell me what you want in terms of accommodation. You can have a few free buildings. You can tell me where you want to kind of build the first hub of it. You can pick a few industry buildings as well and some entertainment. So, how familiar are you with the game? Do you want me to give you some options? We can take our time today. Don't panic, anyone. The beachside prison sounds lovely and quaint. Get a grip on me, fellow gooners. Ha ha ha. Extract oil, add a few buildings, museum, a prison. I would also like some options. Yeah. Okay. So you want to. So this is a totalitarian move to get the oil because they get free buildings, Sni. Snide, do you want a bridge or do you want to keep the islands separate? You don't mind a bridge? Okay, let's put you a bridge in. You said you wanted a museum. Childhood museum. I think you mean this. We already have the museum and it's in Better Kitten's realm. And I believe they control it. That wasn't from Valerie, that was from the game. So you can't have a museum. People in this chat long for Alcatraz. You want a prison? Yeah? We can even move the other prison here if you want. It's so conservative. Lock them up! Yeah, I think maybe move the other prison. Have both prison max this. But you need to ask 40. Mausoleum, yep. I think that's available. This is a temple of oil. Right, and I'm also going to give you for free a TV station because your faction has recommended that in the game, or asked for that in the game, demanded it. So I'm going to give you this. There we go, oil TV. Clinic. Since you're the Conservatives, you get a church, I would argue. Church of Oil, next to the Temple of Oil. You're gonna need Teamsters. Right, your building options are these. So I would say at minimum capsule home clusters, I recommend. The Church of Oil, yeah, and an oil temple. It's a Russia cameo. It's all we have. That and uranium. What do you recommend? Well, look, they're going to like houses, right? And then you've got mansions, but mansions can be a bit tricky. You need a very rich population, you need to pay people a lot of money, but you obviously get very high satisfaction. However, it pisses the communists off. So I think you're going to have to vote for mansions because it costs a lot of money. I'll whack in a few of these kind of soft blocks, but if you don't want that, I would go with like shantytown or apartment flop house combo, apartment tenement combo, country house, we like it, or house. Yeah, okay, so let's go with country houses. This is quite American as well, isn't it? To see these little country houses by the oil derricks. I remember, yeah, the Conservatives like this. Right, that's a bit of accommodation sorted. I think you just need to tell me if you want, what entertainment you want. Mansion on an island, too obvious. You can get mansions in. Like, I really struggle with playing mansions. What are we up to? We are playing Tropico 6 together now without me interfering. With faction leaders and votes and so on. Casino? Is this the island? We're wrecking Kitten Beach Island at the moment, yeah. There you go, there you go. Alright, we'll see how that works. Let's get an electric substation in there. Oh wait, no. It needs to be over here. Alright, there we go. So we'll leave that. That's a lot. Let's let it tick over. And 82% approval. Fuck yes. The people, they love you. Gorillas are attacking. The hubris. Instant hubris.
Don't understand the pressures of will.
Fuck. I really need to learn. Alright, anyway, let's ignore the gorillas. Someone, yes, that's you attacking. That's not Kira. They're coming down off the rock as well. Look, not Kira. This dude's just walking. Who's this guy? Run! Not Kira's coming.
Nice weather.
This is Michael. Oh, fantastic! Nice weather. Miguel. Miguel. No US military happens, only the dictatorship of proletariat. Hey, thanks, Dan Snack. You're a goddamn hero. Right, so we're going to move on. You will get to vote, Sny, but because you've had a lot chucked at you there, we're going to come back to you, alright? At the end, you will vote right at the end, or the first of the next round. Okay, now we're looking at the other side of the island. And we are picking 1, 2, 3, 4. Han. No, 40. I would recommend moving the prison maybe to the island to create the full-on Alcatraz experience. Is 40 about? Or do they have deputies? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Sorry, I'll have a look. They love the soundtrack as well. Forty, you here? Full screen. You're not even here for the game. Did Sny already? Yeah, there's an extra prison gone on 40. Alright, so we carry on. 40, my king, we need your command. You want a grocery store more than anything and to upgrade it for happiness maxing. Okay, you want a mall. Oh, thank you, Barbarian. You want a mall, yeah? You have to get a vote on it, remember. So this is not a freebie. So this will be the first vote on whatever 40 suggests. You already have a grocery. Is that Kira? Ugh. You've got like 14 tanks and jets, and Kira still manages to set fire to things. The mall will give happiness. Okay, so a supermarket mall, a mega mall kind of thing is services, right? Shopping mall.
Robot cars. They drive themselves into the back of a truck.
Yeah, shopping mall by this thing, but we'd have to close down the mines that Kira's conveniently set fire to, and they're uranium mines. Or move the military base. Alright, I'm up for it. There's a bus stop there as well. I'm up for a supermarket. How much is that? 7,000. You can add some other stuff though if you want 40. Put in a package of things. What else do you fancy? Forty's one letter from Morty. You want whatever's best for the bit.
Performed, no doubt, with absolutely no thought of reward.
Yeah, MCAT loves us. Send monkeys to set fire to El Presidente's house. Hey, I'm just a figurehead. I'll melt in a fire. Alright, I'm going to assume 40's researching for a moment. Let's just pick who's going to be next. You can have more than one thing, 40. Alright, let's pick who's going to be next, and they can start preparing their voting package. It's a bit like when you're trying to pass a bill and you go, and you like staple things to the bottom of the bill that the government has to also do. Like, we want to bring in healthcare for everyone, but staple to that is a 50% pay rise for all MPs. You'd like coffee? Yeah, okay. We can produce coffee. Yeah. We can it, but that's great, yeah. So coffee in a mall. Sounds like heaven. What's better than a coffee in a mall? Max the happiness. You can also, by the way, start, if you want, you can ask to put up the quality of capsule home clusters in your area or across the island. These are flop houses are doing all right. Look, there's some shitty flop houses though. Doctor's busy. That's all right. Is your church on fire? Yeah. Okay, we'll send the helicopter. Thanks, Nye. Thanks, God, someone's paying attention. If only we could build a Koffler factory, indeed. Yeah, but can you do it with a supermarket, or do you want to leave the grocer? I think, doesn't the supermarket give food? The other thing that we don't have, which is maybe worth looking for, is Big Drasil, which is the giant tree. Det V, you might want to steal that. And with also, if someone builds the cyber operations centre, then you can steal the Great Pyramid, you can steal the White House, that might be funny. The Casablanca. Streamer acid grocery store. No, the supermarket. Yeah, it's true. You had a pet rat named Yggdrasil. I do. This song might be one of my favourites. Steal the Winter Palace. Bring St. Petersburg here. Yeah, okay, well look, someone has to build the thing first.
Presidente, it seems that they want the job.
Oh, deliver an amazing speech. There are no issues. Oh, freedom. This is it though, this is what I was saying at the beginning. Alright, I'm going to make my speech about it. We've got military police. We've got also, it's not cool, it's not relaxed. We need to like, maybe dial some of this back a bit. The military-industrial complex, this is a problem. And propaganda, we need some like media that will boost freedom. So I'm going to say, yeah, freedom's a problem. You must guard against the unsought acquisition of political power by the military-industrial complex. I mean, praise faction. It's always good to praise the religious faction, to be honest. Just keep it easy. I love God. God's with me. This kind of thing. Do we blame anyone? No, we're not messing with any of those guys. And we're not promising nothing. Because everyone's happy anyway. You destroy the entire Kitten Beach ecosystem already. There's so much factories. Kitten begin tasting the crabs instead of fish. Yeah, I know. I'm not happy with it.
It was your trust that made it possible. Your trust of me.
Oh wait. Esther's giving ground here. We want freedom, right? Freedom is the most beautiful thing, Esther. You can't have freedom with like soldiers everywhere. But someone is good. So maybe Esther, you can figure out the gorilla problem. Oh, you know what? No, you know what? I know what we'll do. We'll shift the commandos from oppressing our neighbours to searching the woods for Kira. There we go. That's a positive thing. And we can use our spies. Yeah. Let's use our spies as well. We'll find you. We'll find you, not Kira. You want a building to represent Michael Ketz as a university on top of the waterfall? Yes. We can do this. It's whether we want 2 universities or not, but you failed the Logan that made the Kitten Beach evil gang panel destroy the factories. Vavra, protect me. Look at how many people came to see the speech! Even this lady! Maria! Look, this one's cheering. Charlotte! Thanks, Charlotte. This guy's late.
The palace warrants that without a license,
you're late. Oh, I saw you. Look at that though, that's the most people I've ever had at a speech. This guy making his way, Jacob. Nice, thank you everyone. Thanks for coming. Believers, yeah exactly Lord Torpo, believers. I believe. %82%. Alright, okay, so I think we have the package from 40. You're a travelling man, please answer. Hang on. Wait. Can the boat be for them all? You want coffee in to improve Petro's living? Yeah. Okay. So, we're going to prepare the first vote. Is it Finn or Issa here modding today? You're very, very late, sorry. No, it's all good, Long stream, don't worry. You're an hour late, stupid Twitch should not remind you. It's okay, everybody, it's the end of the retro. Wait. Thank you, Tivule. Hey. Alright, so we prepare the first vote when... Hey Marigold. Hey Damash. Hey Mary GG. Sorry if I missed anyone who picked up, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, I know, you had more than 2 people, that's great. Same name as me, Queen.
You act with great conviction, Presidente. A very Tropican trait.
Right, the Conservatives are happy. Let's take the faith. We switched that to conservative TV. We're bringing Alex Jones in. Kira just keeps setting this island on fire. It's not. You're not even getting started. Yesterday gold. We're gonna have to get the army in. We need more army. This is madness. Alright, I'm gonna give you an army base. That church. They've already destroyed the oil industry, my god! You turn your eyes away for a second, they're blowing it up. Ah man, we're gonna have to blame someone for this. They've literally destroyed the entire oil industry. That's madness. It's not Kira's fault he's so hot. Was one letter off Morty? Yeah. Trade. Apparel. Cigars. Cigars to Russia, yeah.
Now, I don't want to alarm you, but I'm going to need a rather prompt decision on these offers.
Right, great, okay. Alright, that's the first vote. Fantastic, thank you. Thanks, Finn. I'm gonna praise all these guys. This is the thing though with printing money. You know, you print it, then you bank it. That's the trick. Power shortage.
Nuclear weapons. Do they still have a place in our lives? Or are they simply objects of Cold War nostalgia?
We need more power. Really? God. Okay, I'm just gonna do some offshore wind quickly. Don't worry. Windmills are pretty anyway. Right, the mold won. Okay, fantastic. That's probably excessive actually. We've got the army base there, so let's get rid of that. What's this doing? Aluminium, I think we have enough of this. I don't think we'll need that grocery after this. I just want to put it right by the bus stop. So everyone can get to it. And it gives us space for something else as well. And then it was a vote to improve living, right?
We are receiving news that surprisingly organized...
Thank you, Slay the Beast.
...civic buildings in Tropico. Do not be alarmed. This is categorically not a rebel attack.
A rebel attack? Coffee. Alright, let's demolish this, but we will upgrade this. It's like gold as well, yeah? Coffee. And then I'll give you 2 more of these clusters. And then let's demolish that.
Sure, the good citizens of Tropico.
It looks like money's winding down a bit. We spent so much money, I have to stop. He says spending more money. Okay, I think that is your request completed. Let's let the bank tick up for 5-10 minutes though. Who should you project your pyramid cramps at today? Hey, Leroy! What's cranking? Lots cranking. How's the oil industry doing? Yeah, let's check back on that. It's a fucking nightmare. Kira's destroying everything. Church
Election
sacked.
is a landslide, President.
They do not like you, Snow.
Kind that accidentally reduces the
This is really burned, man. This is really burned. Get some bells. The mausoleum, no one's visiting it. But this stuff is all establishing itself. We need more people living here. We're wasting so much money. Alright, let's get more of these guys in. 215 vacant jobs. It's not good. Alright, that's the power crisis solved. Alright, next player. Other side of the island. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. English speaking cat, so Han. Do trade routes, yeah, thank you. Books, chocolate. Chocolate. We got dead trade routes. Weapons, cigars, chocolate, cigars, chocolate. That's nearly finished. That's going. Do we need iron? Look, Kira's always going, look, exactly what we were checking on. No, we've still got it. Alright, Han. Okay, yeah, over to you then. Add people living there. We're trying. Look, the kid's running around, fighting tanks. We need to get a grip. We need to get a grip. We had a grip. We had a grip. What's happened? This? We need another army base? You're kidding me. Alright, we'll put a guard tower in here. It is the nuclear power plant. You're Snai's deputy, literally just doing this for the love of the game because I'm fucking up my own stuff. I think we're gonna need to cut soon. Cutty Watty. Cutty the spendy. Nah, it's alright. Fred money! Brrr. What are you doing with the pirates? They are all busy, I believe. Oh no. We did just stack that though. Thank you. And it's gone. I'm just gonna transfer that money to your account now. Yeah, I'm just transferring it and it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. You want any industry that isn't profitable got rid of. You want an offshore office. Okay, cream looks like it's back in. The cream has been resupplied, so I wouldn't say creaming is not profitable. I'd say chocolate is labor intensive, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, I know what we've done. We've put automated death towers everywhere. Let's cut people from that. Yeah, these are overstaffed death towers. Wait, how did I do this? Why did you let me do that? There's death towers everywhere. Did I go mad? Yeah, I remember the death towers here because we had to get a grip. Watching everyone equally. Spying on spies. Rebels. Yeah, let's shift to rebels. Right, all the death towers are on finding rebels. But we'll fire some of them. I've got these death towers. Oh no, I upgraded all the... Yeah, I upgraded them, didn't I? Yeah. If you wonder where the people are missing from the other jobs, they've been in here, but on the wrong setting. Alright, back to Hans' world. I can't see an industry that isn't profitable there. The cabaret can probably go. And the casino's not really working. You need tourists, but we can't have tourists unless we have peace. Make it all profitable. Alright, okay, well, making it profitable, I can give the paper industry a raise. I can cut the pay of these guys because they outproduce. Cut the pay of these guys. This we won't vote on. Get half these guys. They won't let me fire them. Okay, just keep fighting. Paper industry is good. They can get a raise. Houses are quite highly maintained. I can drop the maintenance of the houses. I could destroy this part of the oil industry. If you're talking about trimming, I would get rid of the oil, that oil. And then not much else, I'm afraid. I wouldn't lose much else. You need one thing. That's fine for now. Do you want Media? I mean, like, media would be good. Like, free media would be handy. Sometimes a leader has to sacrifice for the good of the people. Lock the fuck in, Kitten. For me. Trust me, bro. Get Mark Cram for media. I mean, these places don't have electricity, so it's not going to be TV. Yeah, we don't have electricity in these shanty towns. They don't have electricity? No. It's just people in the soft blocks. These don't have electricity either. Fire, again.
Canal Uno giving a shout out to the young people of Tropico.
This is monstrous. We're going to have to move the aircraft carrier.
Because we were once young.
Look at this, look at this, look at what Kira's taking on. How? Look at that stance. Absolutely no fear. Why are you going, tanks? Why are they going that way? He's a rebel, he's a rebel, he's a rebel. Hang on, you're a rebel. Why don't we do, can we do this? Special citizens, 512. 161 rebels. Fuck me, man. 197 criminals. Alright, look, I need a break. We're going to have to get a grip on this. They're not working for a start. They're not working. Those criminals are not working. The rebels are not working. We're going to need an emergency session. Can you get rid of the shantytown? We can put it on a vote. Yeah? That'll be on a vote to upgrade the shantytown to tenements or soft blocks. I can do that. Put the criminals to work. Yeah, okay. Convict labour is done. Did you agree, 40, if you're still there, did you agree to move the prison to Alcatraz? I can't remember. If anybody remembers, 161 rebels. I know, that's shocking. Fucking hell, we've got a problem. I'm up for the drones. I'm up for letting off a wave of drones here, I think. That's how we dealt with it last time. It's because we have these masses of people on the island, I think. The factions are happy. Look, you guys have done a great job. The intellectuals haven't got a department yet. The religious. But they're still at 50% approval. Can we vote on whether we nuke the island? We didn't nuke in this timeline. We don't want to do that, though. At the moment, for Han, I've got offshore office and destroy the shantytown. You didn't deal with it last time. Deploy the I'm up for drones, but then I'm getting more military industrial complex, aren't I? This is it. This is the problem. This is the problem here. Sorry, my too British. Sorry, Finn. All right. So the vote is for demolishing a shantytown, replacing it with something better, and building an offshore office. Yeah, destroy shantytown and offshore office, yeah. We'll have a break after this vote. Versus one homo with a lighter, yeah. Look, they're literally going the wrong way. Look at that's a whole army. Look, they realised their mistake. Not Kira gave them the slip. You're in tanks! Oh man, come on! Here we go. Finally. Right, let's move the aircraft carrier. This is ridiculous. We sail. Okay, I'll wait for that vote. I'm just going to track the aircraft carrier. This one needs a name. The aircraft carrier needs a name. The oil island was a trap the game put there. 78%. Alright, let's go do that. So, in terms of what you want that's better, for the aesthetic hand, do you want tenements instead, or do you want soft blocks instead? Because this is our kind of poor housing. Lady Stephanie is the name for the yeah, okay. Est, alright, you have to go. Alright, Nixie, see you later. Sorry it's such a busy one today, but this week's crazy because of Olmos. Care strike. So in that case, you can have country houses and some mansions, but if you don't have any living for poor people, where are they going to live? Because they're your responsibility too. I mean, all right. How about this? How about this? We'll put the centre of the poorer district of capitalism here by this rock, yeah, in this nook. And we'll destroy these shanty towns, but we'll centralise the people here so they can all pretty much get to work. And it'll be easier to defend. But, what do you want? Country house mix? Country house mix? Tenements? Or capsules? Or dome? If you want a dome, do a dome. And then actually we can reuse this land. No domes.
Fucking me, you dog!
Just one cheeky dome. People are still living, the communists are still living in the trees, in the goddamn trees. We should give public execution of rebels a go. What? Assassinations? Because we know their names, right? Yeah, I know, rehashing the Dome plotline from season 1. Shame. No, we've actually got a different plotline here. It's digital democracy is the thing this time. You live in a treehouse within the dome. Alright, okay, we don't do domes then, but what do you want then? What do you want? They're your choices. Sub-blocks, like blocks of flats. Tenements, which is probably closer to the aesthetic. That's it. Modern apartments. High quality residential must be well off or better. Tenements must be at least poor. Apartments must be well off. It's flop houses or tenements, mate. Tier 1 country house. You need to be well off for a country house. Soft blocks. Yeah, alright, here we go.
Reports of downtown vandalism are greatly exaggerated. The fashionable new distressed architecture style is apolitical and proves nothing.
We still got electricity? Okay. What are these watchtowers even doing? What are you even doing? Your one job is to kill these individuals. Naming no names. Still got electricity, okay. That's the dark chocolate.
An official statement from the palace confirms a meteor shower is...
Oh fuck, a meteor. Oh man, no. Oh god.
Disco Inferno!
Oh, Disco Inferno.
There's a new sport in the Tropican streets today called Rebellion.
Alright, we're gonna need a break.
Without a license to play, Rebellion is illegal.
I knew this was gonna be a chaos stream.
An amazing meteor shower.
Alright.
Such a shame that our
Do you want refugees? The island is overpopulation by 150. It's the end, it's the tail end of the retrogrades. Okay. We're gonna go with it. So you wanna take them? El Kedden's taken matters into her own hands, yeah, maybe. Yes, we accept them. You say yes. Disco mentioned. No refugees. No. Alright, we have to have a vote. Finn, put it to a vote. Yes, we can. Limit the access. Oh no, so limit, deny, or accept refugees. We will almost instantly turn into rebels. Yeah, sorry, and add Kira for the fourth vote. We're severely... I know, but we've traditionally taken this to the vote, so we will have a faction vote on this. Time to vote, everybody. If you accept, we're gonna take another 200 people on the island. Oh god. People love us. People love us. It's all right. I mean, I don't mind the people. What do you mean it's so over for you, buddy? Please, people, be reasonable. Oh, it's torn between accept and deny. Seconds on the clock. The moderates, time to change your votes. Ooh, they're accepting refugees. Yes, we can. Okay, we do it. What could go wrong with all these more refugees? All right, so we're just gonna leave. We kind of want the better soundtrack on for the break, I think. Maybe I'll try and get through this. Little bit of the remaining Koffler. This is a fucking nightmare, look. This is like Sim City when you hit it with a disaster. Why is Kira just roaming free? Just knocking out these highly expensive death towers? Why? The aircraft carrier is still fucking moving. Okay, chocolate just saved her ass. More chocolate. Sell books. that's burned down. Look there again!
Official word from the palace. This was not a refugee crisis.
Fuck, alright, break. Pause, escape. Oh my god. Control-Alt-Delete. Okay, let's go and have a break. We fulfilled the requests of Forty and Han, and we put the base down for Petrocap. Sorry, for Sleepy Joe, but that's causing problems. We'll do the rest when we get back. But just so we're not only wasting any time, let's see who's next. So we've got Ben Cat, Terra Kitten, Beta Kitten, M Cat, and Michael Cat. So M Cat is next. All right, Bublina, if you're about, then you're next. Maybe zoom in on that quickly. Right, all these power problems are to do with the nuclear power plants keep getting set on fire by Kira. We can build offshore windmills because they're a bit safer, but this feels like we're not being the alpha, right, in this relationship. So I don't know. I'll leave it to you. But Bublina's got this kind of like massive farm thing with the zones and a religious, and it's pretty empty. There's gardens can go in there. There's all sorts can go in. That can be gardened up if you want. Make it lush. Add more houses. Yeah, can add more houses. I don't know if I put another industry in there. You've got both major industries. We're at 1,102 megawatts down. All the nuclear power plants get hit by meteors. All right, we're gonna need more firemen. I'm gonna have to reluctantly accept that we need more. We need these people, and we'll pay them more. We hired 4 more guys. Put these fires out. And is there one in Beta Kitten's land as well? Yeah. All right, I'll leave it there. Wait, money. Hang on. Give me money. No, praise, money. Whoop, money. Praise, money. All right, we've got money, so that's all right. What do you want, gang? 5 minutes? All right, 5 minutes.
Mobile phones. Modern miracle? Public nuisance? Or a cause of cancer? Let Canal Uno know your opinion. Call in now.
Valerie, that seems quite brutal. We managed to get the population down to 420 last time. I did get cold, yeah. I'm going cold. Hey Alison, how's travel going? You were killing people with drones. We gotta get a grip, We're in the same situation, we gotta get a grip. We're on the rebels. Hey the Bills, turn the radiators on. I'm still setting up. There's no windows. Grip the rebels, yeah. Anybody else have any ideas that's a bit less brutal? Well, you learn what it's like to sprint through AMS because your plane was delayed. You got 30 minutes to get through the shame queue, yeah. This is not gonna go away, man. You're just gonna deal with the rebels being there. You no longer look like you're flying a helicopter. Strict surveillance, more security, do the terror period. Really? The regime may not survive if you want to do a purge. You want to do a purge?
Dyson's new robot cleaner identifies
Dyson's new robot cleaner.
Checks.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency
It's escalated quickly!
will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America,
Blessed
a nation
be.
reborn. May God be with you all.
Are we really gonna purge? Look, I'm a figurehead. I can't get a grip anymore. I don't have, opposable thumbs that move. I literally can't get a grip. You have to tell me how to get a grip. The music does not align with the warning sounds. Kill people, save the nettles. It's looking like it might go that way, eh? No purge. I might have something being delivered, so if I get a random call, it's that. Don't kill people. I think that's the safe road. They're killing people. The DoorDash came through. You should vote for that. How about we vote on it? Okay, alright, we're going to vote on the purge. The purge is going to be quite dramatic, though. If you vote, let's do it. Let's put it. Let's digital democracy this. Purge, to purge or not to purge. You want this sweater. It's very nice. I like it a lot. You can't have it. Kill them, terrorize them, drone them, execute them, put them in asylums. Don't kill anyone. They're not doing anything crazy. Purge will be purgy. Yeah, alright, purge is up. Vote for a purge. To purge or not to purge? Yeah, it did get cold. And I don't wanna, you know, get sick. Purge in a sweater. We need a purge. How's it doing? There's a lot of purges out there. He's gatekeeping the sweater, so I can't find it. You say purge because killing is fun. Let's French Max. In what universe is the purge? Son's idea, what you want about? It's a film where basically everybody, there's no law for a way, and you get to just kill who you like. If you don't purge them right, I swear I rebel. Yeah, I know, Valerie. We can even look at that, right? Nah, you're not gonna rebel. Look at that. Look at that. Communists love us. And it's massive. It's the biggest faction, and they love us. No wonder they love us. Because they're all living in luxury tree houses. Okay, for those of you joining us after the break, we are playing Tropico 6 together. We had a good situation, we've got a lot of money. We've decided to take more refugees, even though the island is overloaded. We've got lots of rebels, about 10% of the population is currently in open rebellion. And on top of that, we've got the same amount of people are criminals. No, double the number of criminals. Fucking hell. None of those people are working, gang. This is really bad. Do we have the penile colony on? We got the penile colony! We've got to turn the penile colony off. Oh man. Do we have military police? Yeah, we have military police. We just had the penile colony. Martial law? That's just cancelling the elections. No, we don't need to do that. We voted for a purge, right? We can't do a balloon ride. We're not in a place to do a balloon ride. Did we vote for purge? Sorry, I missed that. The final thing on that. The penile, we voted for purge, right? Okay. Right, the commandos are going to go look for guerrillas. The spies are going to observe. Do we want to provoke a rebellion? Yeah, we might want to provoke a rebellion. Let's think about that. We're going to get drones. Terra Kitten, you're getting drones. Fucking nuclear power plant's on fire. The fucking MOX rods are on fucking fire. Right, I'm going to set up checkpoints. I really don't like doing this, but it's become necessary. Checkpoint into Petrocat's world. Checkpoint into Better Kitten. And maybe get more power. So we've got reserve power. That did not help. I think we need more firefighting helicopters. Let's do that. Right, the capitalists want paid healthcare. Let's put that for a vote. Sorry, we're gonna do who is next? It was MCAT, right? We're doing MCAT next. Hey Ratatouille! Hello! Total surveillance. Oh, fucking god. Let's do paid healthcare because we should do the Hunger Games. Paid healthcare is kind of the Hunger Games, and I think you were implying that anyway, Valerie. Which is shocking from the Conservatives, communists, but I want to put paid healthcare to a vote. And the vote is paid or leave it as is. Welcome to civilization. You in Europe? Make a nuke bomb. Why vote on the things I want? Just give them to me. Yeah, but this one you do need the communist support for this. Nah, we're not going to do that. Alright. We have to reduce the population. So we are going to get a immigration office. Tunes are great. The rest of the surveillance apparatus is in Terra Kitten's realm, so let's put the immigration office here. And they are on Tropico first, so that decreases immigration. We will pay them more money. Security controls, great. Right, you know what we also don't have is a police force. We only have a military police force. So the next vote I want is to bring back the police. God, these are hurting me. Leave as is, okay. Alright, so the next one is bring back the police. At the moment we're policing people with tanks. But I think we need police. $300 criminals. No police. Having defunding the police has not worked out. We thought we could get by with the army, but yeah, I think we're bringing back the police. It's not very hip-hop of us. Necronomicops. You need me, you all need me, this is it. Well, you need it because it defends you from the problems that it creates. Dungeon, yeah, we could do a dungeon. Do a dungeon as well. Alright, cops it is. Hope we can afford police. Look, people like us, except the people who don't. 90 megawatts missing.
We are receiving news that surprisingly organized vandals
Fuck again!
civic buildings in Tropico. Do not be alarmed. This is categorically not a rebel attack.
Nope. Okay, so where to get to? We got police up, 3 police stations. Let's get one in Valerie's as well. Fucking these. Praise Terror, yeah, Terrakin. Drone command. Right, drone command. Medium priority targets included. Right, we're unleashing the drones. We're in very tricky waters morally right now. Oh, I moved it. I don't know why I moved it. Build another one. We have plenty of work opportunities. I know. They need reforming. All right, money. Make money, 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 make money, money. Jewelry. Sell that to the Russians. Police blimp. Okay, blimp. Do you want to give the cops a blimp? Can we vote on a blimp? To blimp or not to blimp? Oh, I need to do that offshore office, don't I? Hang on. Blimp is such a stupid word. We love a blimp. Zeppelin cops. We kind of need a blimp. Look how much destruction. Not Kira is raw.
Denies all rumors concerning the development of orbital mind control lasers and asks citizens to ease up on the purchase of aluminum foil.
Alright, do you want to see if that gets a grip? Or do you want to do more? We've got security checkposts, surveillance, guerrilla patrols, an aircraft carrier, and drones. And more helicopters to put out the fires. We haven't even got any domes. Why is everyone so tense? Blimps. Alright, let's blimp it. Blimp it up. Next to the drones. Alright, dystopia is here. We will put this over the most rebellious area, I think.
A spate of vandalism has been
Military
denounced by the
strength is not here. Why not?
Poor people simply don't understand the pressures of wealth.
Oh my god, we're gonna need another fucking... Oh god, another army base. Oh man, he burned down a whole tower! Oh god. It's another nuclear power plant on fire. Alright, we're running out of money. We need to tick this over for a little bit. Can we beg anyone? The EU are the only people who really like us. Typical. It'll be cheese. Return to monkey. Yeah, I know we can't abandon Terra. There's problems mounting though. Alright, so Bublina's here, alright? Let's get it going, Bublina. What do you want? We're just gonna have to do it through the wars. $232 guerrillas left. The guerrilla patrol increased the number of guerrillas. We're going to have to do it through the wars. You want a pony and to make the praise pity again. Put some gardens in it or some shit. Alright. So, we're going to vote for general beautification of the religious quarter. Yeah? Actually, maybe do this. Can you vote for me though? It's a beautification vote on the religious quarter. These churches aren't really doing much business, I'm afraid. I think they're more symbolic. Let's cut them down. Fuck. Circus would be nice. Alright, look, we get more entertainment in. That's full. There's no one working in it, that's the problem. You got your little pub. Golf course in there? Okay, aqua park. Or a stadium. Might even be able to squeeze a stadium in there. You want a football stadium? Or we can do an aqua park and a roller coaster. Golf course, yeah. Aqua park, right, I'm going to create an aqua park and a general park in this area. That's the vote, okay? So it's a vote for park in the religious quarter. Make it pretty or not? Yes, okay. We do it. Alright, so straight in the swimming pool off the boss. Hologram house. No. But there was a climbing park? Oh, that would be good in Valerie's section, but there's another park, isn't there? Custom park. This is a new thing in the game. I'm not quite sure how to use this properly. But you can put things on the park, right? Can you put that on it? Yeah.
Stem cell controversy.
Okay, there's a statue of me.
Tropican botanists report that they've always used stem cells for experiments. And
Can you put these things on? No. What do you put on the custom park? What am I missing? Is it here? Decoration? Park size? No, no, no. Services maybe. Yeah, okay, outdoor gym. A food stall. Oh wait, hang on. I have to put you on pause. Sorry, I will be right back. Sorry, I just have to go and pick this thing up, so I'll just be a few moments. I can't believe we started this with a speech from President Eisenhower, who actually joined the chat, warning against the dangers of a massively bloated defense military sector. And then we've had to actually go and do that exact thing. Oh God. No, because the thing about the Constitution is it needs a long time to change the Constitution. I don't think we're going to do all of that. We might have a vote on total surveillance, but I really don't want to do it. Momplex has manifested. The tables have turned. I know. We're literally doing the one thing that we set out to not do. I'm sure the water park will make everything okay. Right, let's finish this. We've got a gym, little wayside shrine there, food stall, magazine stand. It's nice. What else can you get in there? Don't want to get a herbalist in there. I think that's about it. And then we're going to do some nice big parks. Is there a 1x3 one? Yeah, there is. Okay, and then it was a general beautification. So let's spend a little bit of money reforesting. Right, we'll just see who's going next. So it's going to be Jade. All right, Jade, you still with us? Then you get to basically design a free kind of area somewhere within here, which has accommodation and an industry. There are things that we could move to the intellectual quarter, for instance, the book industry and the college, but these people who have that may not want to let them go, but they can do. So take a bit of time to think, don't stress, but you want to pick your location. You're either going to be up here, which is a long way away from the action, but puts you right by the Yowie statues. So you build your district up here, and then you've got a long bus down to town. Or you build in this wood. And let's just tick on time for a little bit and see if this gets a grip. Doesn't look like it. Fuck, why? Oh, it's because that's on fire. Jeez. Did he also sensually apply your sunscreen? Chilling with communists and prisoners in the aqua park. This world is saved, chat. Population's dropping.
Competition ended in victory today for the Tropican rebels as they beat the local authorities by 2.
Ah, thank you, Eisenhower. Pharmaceuticals, there we go. How many rebels? It's dropping. The drones are being... Ah, man, we're out of iron. Fuck. That's a problem. We're going to have to get a new trade route. There we go. Is Jade still about? Did I miss it? Alright, well look, let's just not pass time. I'll select the next one as well. And let's multitask this. So, who we got left? Terra, Bin Cat, Better Kitten. And that's it. So, it's going to be Terra Kitten next. You're here, okay, alright. So Jade, did you hear it? You want to design your free realm now. So just tell me a little bit about the accommodation you want, where you want it to be, what kind of thing you want there. There's a college somewhere else. We can build another one. There aren't really any schools because we shut them down. We don't need them. So wherever you're going to build your bourgeois intellectual hub, you can either get in this jungle here or up by the Owie statues. Power shortage. They set fire to the fucking offshore? Oh my god, the wind turbines. You know you're towards the end when you're having to get the wind to do it. Shh. Praise the monkey.
Dial up and surf Canal Uno's homepage on the World Wide Web for all your pop-up advert needs. Reports of downtown vandalism are greatly exaggerated.
Fuck, again.
The fashionable new distressed architecture style is apolitical and proves nothing anyway, the palace says.
What sort of hub should you have? Well, it's about your... You want to pick an accommodation type, right? Apartments, modern apartments. You've got to think about the kind of people that are going to be living there. Domes. You can look at the wiki for what is popular with the intellectual faction, and then you can have a few buildings, some entertainment, media and education, and an industry, and maybe some government. And we can move the government buildings, as I said, we can move all the embassies to the intellectual faction. Whoop, 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 whoop. We need 5 domes. I don't know if we can dome our way out of this. We tried last time, it didn't work.
Business news. The palace confirmed today.
Look at this, got so many tanks. And they can't get one Kira.
Been caught red-handed. Red, presumably.
Alright, so I believe do eco apartments. Yeah, eco apartments could be nice, yeah. We can do eco apartments. Cutting the power. We can move some of the government buildings up there, but also to keep space some of the things that are pretty or have building for alliances, eco apartments too are nice. Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, but you want to give me a little bit more than that. Like if you want the book industry to move up to the intellectual area, that's currently in Han's realm. If you want the college, that's currently in Valerie's realm. They have to give that to you, or you build separate ones. But I'll start moving the embassies. Do you want to go on the top, or do you want to go in the forest? Okay, we build separate ones, but do you want to go up by the waterfall round the back here, or I'll deliver an amazing speech. Sorry, hang on, I just got to do an election. Freedom again, but freedom's improved. Freedom has improved. The religious faction really don't like us. We praise them again.
People of Tropico,
On the top for government buildings and eco apartments on the jungle. Fine, yep. These government buildings aren't staffed, so it's fine for them to go up there.
Will get what they deserve. I have heard rumbles of discontent, but Tropico security
I can't move them yet.
has been made a necessity by vague and unspecified threats.
Yeah, but okay.
Nothing is more precious to me than personal liberty. As we strive, God shall not forsake our beautiful shores. Our spiritual friends guarantee this, for which we owe them one, in this life and the next. It is you, my friends, who I thank for making me what I am today. I am proud to be your Presidente. Viva Tropico!
Okay, you get this free, but you can have more than this, but you need to tell me what you want. When we get to 75 or lower, let's finish them by provoking a rebellion. Yeah. That's good. $482 vacant jobs. This is really bad. Right, I've just doubled the police force. Put them always on duty. How are the prisons doing? The prisons are filling up, but there's no one working there. Oh, God. What's this? No one's going here. No one's going here. These places are getting shuttered until we figure this out. This is pointless, sorry. We need more people living here. I'm going to put more country houses in. Sorry, I just need to do this because we built this whole thing but nobody lives here. Let's have a garden then. Botanical garden?
The future of healthcare or $1 billion scam for American pharmaceutical corporations? Canal Uno suspect you already know the answer.
Okay, garden. I'm not going to go on the domes. The Stray convinced me that the domes are not the way. I told you, we're doing something different this time. More people, more crustacean sensation. 400 work. We need to shut down an industry. We need to shut down an industry. I'm tempted to go with leather and just do it from the crocodile farms. We got 2 industrial crocodile farms. Let's shut down these things. Look, they're pointless. There's no leather going in. Devi, I'm destroying the leather industry. I'm sorry, it's done. And all the cattle.
Vandalism competition ended in victory today for the Tropican rebels as they beat the local authorities by 2 whole walls.
I think Presidente can move. I think I'm gonna go and live in the capitalists. Then we don't need to defend this area quite so much. We can bring that back. There it is again, look! Ugh. Absolutely no fear. Why have these run out? Oh god, oh god. That's not working because of steel, that should solve. Alright, population's still dropping nicely. 522 jobs! Oh my god! Oh my god! Nightclub's going. Ugh. What's this? Cattle, done, gone. How much nuclear power have we got? 390. Let's automate all the mines. Oh god! Ugh. Ugh. Okay, we're down 244. 196. Get another solar plant. Rebel threat decreased to medium. Alright, let's get Presidente out of here. I think I'm going to go and defend the Conservatives, maybe. Let's give them a bit more army. Alright, we've got to rest. We've got to rest. We haven't got any money. See if we can get some of these guys. Alright, I think we're up from diplomacy there. Yeah. Alright, okay. What about a waste treatment facility? Yes. But it needs to, you don't want it in your own area because, for instance, it would be really good to have that in Boblina, like somewhere that's built up. But there's not much, well... Oh no, actually no, it's not a bad idea. It really needs to go in these highly industrial areas though. But we could put one there. I would save it for something else. You need a skilled workforce for a diversified economy. We don't have any professors. Professors are a dream. We're running out of actual workers. Like 20% of the population are in base. They don't give a fuck about the law. Look, 400 people. It's 25%. They're targeting multiple military installations. Can we provoke a rebellion now? You think you'd have a library, a research lab, a college, a museum, and a solar plant? Library for sure. Research lab for sure. Alright, but I'm gonna have to stop spending money for a moment, gang. There's a lot of people just aren't working, look. At least there's someone manning the... Fuck, this is so problematic. We need to rehabilitate these guys. Re-education, no? No, convict labour. The prisons are filling up. This might get a grip on it. 22nd century is going great, yeah. Well, there's no point building new buildings because they're just getting burned down. And it doesn't matter how many tanks we send. That's a death tower, 4 tanks, just disappears like a ghost. Bullets just slide off this guy. Do patrols again. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Now, let's upgrade the drones, eh? Drone economy. Where are the death drones? Drone command. Oh, it doesn't have an upgrade. Aircraft carrier has an upgrade. Carpet bombing to precision. They can get paid more. Whoa! The money's diving off a cliff. Oh God. Kitten Beach is like hell on earth. Alright, I have to print the curbs. The banks are getting unprofitable. It's not that, Valerie. I think the industries aren't getting fuel because 300 people aren't at work.
I'm sure the good citizens of Tropico intend to vote for you.
They still love me, but... Quite a bunch of these trade routes are about to come good. I think we're alright. We're gonna have to close some stuff down though. We're gonna have to close like proper whole industries down.
Reports of downtown vandalism are greatly exaggerated. The fashionable new...
Are there any shafts on this island? Yeah, probably.
...is apolitical and proves nothing anyway, the palace says.
We got rid of leather. We got rid of the manufacturing of leather. It was not efficient. We have fucking industrially farmed crocodiles still. Blacks. Print more money. No, we can't print right now.
It's a landslide, Presidente. The metaphorical kind.
Look, I'm winning.
Kind that accidentally reduces the size of the workforce.
Cheeky Newt will fix it. 100 plinks to save the economy. Alright. Rebel threat decreased to medium. 10 roles revealed. Rebel leader.
Hola.
Oh, I have a plan for you, Montserrat. We do it. Let's just go in and like kill them. Targeted killings. Yeah, public execution. You up for it? Oh my god. Points to the Eisenhower sign. I'll make an example. Boom. Alright, we're gonna shoot the rebel leader dead in the street. And we'll see what happens. We're now following her around, Montserrat. Here she is. This is Kira, yeah. Just strutting around town. Where are they? Look at that. Oh, we're taking her out with missiles. Oh, look. Kira's melted into the floor. That's it. Bye, Montserrat. Just sunk it to the ground. Alright, okay. Chocolate. Everyone wants our chocolate. Oh, juice. 70% for juice. No, chocolate. Queera. Alright, let's see if that helps, because it might not. They might get a new leader. The money, relax. There's trade deals going through, we're fine. Population's down to 1.5. We've cut the rebels in half. We still have 520. Yeah, I know you're not relaxed. I'm not relaxed. I'll be honest with you. I'm panicking. We cut them in half. Okay, good Khaled Issa. Presidente is hydrated, moisturized, and ready to purge. We are purging. It is happening. We killed half of them, I think. There's no one in the blimp. Oh, there's one guy quickly. Who was gonna crash.
Let me add to you.
New genetically modified crops are a smash hit in the neighboring islands of the Pobreza Republic. Farmers say, we love paying for seed grain every year.
No, we're alright for capsules there. We're alright for capsules here, it's fine. Is that being used? See, this is the thing. Okay, well, we need more employees. Let's employ more people. Yeah, that's what happened, Dimash, exactly. And make sure people tell it like that on Reddit as well. That's exactly the quote I want, Dimash. Alright? Sheep, no workers. Goats, no workers. Cheese. Alright, we're going to industrially milk goats. Then we'll close one of these. There's no one working in these places anyway. There's no paper coming in. This is really bad. There's no tobacco coming in. No one's working. Stuck on the next mission for 3 hours straight. Alright. That bodes well. I don't know, we don't want to print money because we've got 3 banks. So basically the banking sector starts costing us money like now, right? So we're in the same kind of spiral. We can nuke. We don't. I think the economy will actually maybe recover, but we need to trim everything. Everyone's in prison. Prisons are full. It's not so much the rebels that are the problem, it's all the criminals. The army wasn't doing a good job. Shut down a bank, yeah. Sorry. I think it's 2. I'm not sure whether the buses are worth keeping up. Everywhere is kind of self-contained, I think. Food is reachable. Maybe just end the bus system. End the bus system and then bring in cars. The buses are good, yeah, but they're not working. There's no one working in them. We haven't got a society that can maintain bus system. Cars. I'm not saying this because I want to. There's 2 crime lords on the island. Alright, you're dead. Ministry of Information needed. Okay. I mean, we could become a crime president and just just become corrupt. Reduce recidivism through education. We ended education. We can do shady deals with the crime lords, or we can just arrest them. Or institutionalize them. 8 rebel leaders. We took out one Kira, and now there are 8. Kill them. Oh, right. Okay. All right. It's going down, guys.
Did I forget something? Let me be.
What? You may have noticed new experimental surveillance drones outside your windows. Do not be alarmed. The drones attack when they sense fear.
The crime lords I'm going to arrest.
They look kind of familiar.
Get a grip. The police bimp's moving into action. Look, everybody's shot. Keep that stuff.
Beta vandalism has been denounced by the palace as sour grapes.
Alright, and then we're going to provoke a rebellion.
Understand the pressures of wealth.
Oh, we're nearly reaching the end. Maybe we should provoke a rebellion. Take out all the leaders, provoke a rebellion. Oh, my precious economy! What did they do to you? I'm at minus 33,000. That's it, that's the end.
The good news is you set a record. The bad news is that it is for runaway national debt.
We can continue playing, but we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to print.
How fortunate of...
And we're gonna have to nuke. And we're gonna have to provoke a rebellion.
Want to make a quick buck?
We're going into purge territory. 6 months. It's a nuclear wasteland. Who wanted all those refugees? Hey? Evil gang with your wokery? 350 gorillas left. There's too many. There's too many.
Streets today called rebellion. However, the palace warns that without a license to play, rebellion is illegal.
All right, we've been defeated. Is this Fallout 5? This is the end, I think, gang. If we can maybe provoke a rebellion, maybe get a grip through a tax cut. They're on the way. But the economy might flatline before then. There's no one working in the factories, that's what happened. Crime was too profitable. Alright, let's get back. Or I'll just speed through the next 10 minutes. Cool city though, actually. Yeah, it's because there's no one working in any of this infrastructure. Yeah, I know, we're cooked, we're cooked. That's what happens when you have a waxwork figure as a president. Buy a new island for season 3. No, this isn't the beginning of season 3 yet, unless you want it to be. We can just go back, and we have to solve the problem, right? You faction did well. All your faction. What fuck ups? That was refugees. You created this crisis by ending the police force. Wasn't my decision to end the police force. Well, maybe it was, but we needed the savings. Oh man, this is bad. Minus 79,000. Nah, we're not even going to get to the provoke the rebellion. No, we're doomed. We're doomed. All right, let's stop it here. Domes would not have saved us. Domes would not have saved us. Taking on the refugees after the meteor shower was a bit much. We took our eyes off crime. That got out of hand. We took our eyes off energy, got out of hand. The guerrillas got out of hand. So, we can try and fix that with another crack at it next Kitten Beach game. As you wish. And we just go back to the beginning of where we were and try a different approach. Or we start season 3. But I think we can probably, like we had a couple of goes at Kitten Beach season 1, if you remember. The snakes are, look, you'll get to see the snakes, but the snakes are doing something at the moment and they're a bit scared. So they're just, I don't want to get them out for their own, you know, peace of mind, but you will see them eventually. They're a bit multi, yeah. Mark and Michael. We named them the other day. Maybe we do need the domes. I don't know, look, there's different approaches to doing this. I think my sense is the next Kitten Beach game we go again. We go again, we try this again. We have a different approach. Maybe a Presidente it for a bit. The alternative is like, you love these streams, you're so productive today, best background stream. Thank you, yeah, it's upbeat, isn't it? Managing the chaos. I love Kitten Beach, I wouldn't lose these streams to the world, it's great. But, best pyramid day ever. I think we have another go at it. I think I'm willing to have another go at this. I reckon we have to save money until we're up to like 500,000 before we start spending. I think we spent quite a lot there, and I think we have to immediately get a grip, even more of a grip than we had. But if we're going straight into totalitarian lockdown, yeah, thank you, Barbarian. Maybe we redo the domes. Maybe we do that. You have a limited time to earn exclusive emotes. That's very nice. Alright, so Dan Snake, Alex Snake and Jim Snake. Yeah, I think we can try and save this one. We did it last time. We completely derailed it. But I will maybe... Oh, thank you, Bold Planning. Thank you very much. I will read up on how best to purge, because I think a purge is going to be unfortunately very, very necessary. I don't think we can avoid the purge. Even Valerie agrees with the purge. So it will be a purge situation. Anyway, I'll leave it here for today. I think that's fine, and then I'll be back in an hour. You purge the straits. Yeah. Be back in an hour. All right. For probably more last day of Retro Chaos with Crusader Kings, and then after that we've got Mafia, and that's a lot of games to talk for this week. Leave Leroy alone. All right. Yeah. See you later. All right. Bye bye.